Yeah, hi folks. Now, as you all know, New Zealand has never been more divided than it is today. And that division has been caused by corrupt political parties, radical iwi, and their media allies pushing co-governance, which has never ever been part of the treaty. Now the shite has hit the fan as the truth has been revealed by Julian Batchelor, and their house of cards is collapsing, and they don't like it, and they're pushing back hard. But first, before we get started today, please don't forget to click the Stop Co-Governance events link below. Now folks, if you click that link and scroll down to the bottom, you'll see there are 3 Stop Co-Governance public street marches. Christchurch, Saturday 16 September, Auckland, Saturday 23 September, Wellington, Saturday 30 September. Now folks, you've got to get to one of these, and if you go, please don't forget to take your cell phone camera with you because they're really going to be interesting.
But I'm pointing you in a direction of a Rumble video I've watched today. Now the Rumble video is made by someone, I don't know who, or whom should I say, but it's very good, very well put together, 35 minutes, and it really does highlight the treachery of what's happening in New Zealand, the deceitfulness, the duplicity of politicians and our media, and how they are manipulating the masses into believing something that's opposite the actual truth. I'm talking about Rawiri Waititi, Debbie Packer, other politicians, Willie Jackson, of how they are basically saying, Rawiri Waititi, he's actually saying that violence is being committed against Maori in New Zealand. Would you believe that? And he's basically asking, in Parliament, asking the Prime Minister to get the SIS chief, Rebecca Kitteridge, who's basically a lunatic, a far leftist woke lunatic, to watch out for the rise of white supremacy in New Zealand. Basically, the rise of white supremacy in New Zealand is anybody who questions Maori dominance, the Maorification, the co-governance of New Zealand, and basically anyone who says Maori are not indigenous to New Zealand, which is actually a factual statement. They are not indigenous to New Zealand, although they call themselves indigenous. Rawiri Waititi, Debbie Packer, and their elites call themselves indigenous. But it's not true. Basically, if you say that, according to people like Rebecca Kitteridge of the SIS, Secret Intelligence Service, it's like New Zealand's version of MI5, you are a potential terrorist. So that makes me a potential terrorist, I suppose. And many others. But it's crazy, absolutely crazy what's happening. The media fully on board with whatever Rawiri Waititi says and what Debbie Packer says, and there's nothing anyone can say about it. They are literally using the media as their attack dogs to attack anyone, like myself and other people, many other people. Right down the list, but there's many people above me who get attacked for pointing out the truth of what's happening. It's wrong. It's really wrong. They're trying their best to get people destroyed. This is Rawiri Waititi I'm talking about. And the government and the SIS watching people like me for saying things, what I'm saying, and yet the people who are inciting violence in New Zealand are radical extremist Maori politicians.
Exactly, and the media will never cover that truth. Now folks, this is a great video because it exposes the hypocrisy and lies the media never covers. but sadly I can't play all of it because of time constraints, but you can watch the full version in the link below.
Does he believe that it is the role of the police to protect only one side of a political debate and allow white supremacists to assault tangata whenua and tangata tiriti engaging in peaceful protest?
That's what it's like. This is tribal rule. See? You have free speech. You ask the police to protect you from
Stay out of the way.
Let me get in there. So this here, the security have got to actually hold the door. Yeah. The police are on their way back. Look at this. Share this everywhere, people. Share it everywhere.
the state of the war. This is not just Hey.
Yes, Serena. These are the people we live amongst.
So there's nothing in these places at all. This isn't the place for me.
It's intimidation, people.
Did you know? Oh, my neighbours! Hey, my neighbours! Come on, this isn't the place, mate.
About intimidation.
So I say to people in
Intimidating people into silence.
Cafe.
So you hit the camera with a drumstick?
No, I didn't. That politely asked me to stop. So
What are you shaking for?
I got sneezing. Fuck. Hold on.
Sneeze on me, mate. I'll fucking drop you.
Will you?
Really.
Okay, do it.
Hey, hey, please. You're disgusting, mate. The fella sneezed on me. That's where these people are. This is where we are, people. Don't push that in my face.
I'm reading, mate. No, yeah. Oh, shit.
I'll stand back because this drop kick is right here, right in my face, as you can see. Right in my face. And he's pushing this. He's trying to agitate me for trouble. Nothing you can do about it. He's a man. He's shaking like a leaf. We'll find out.
Hi.
Girls, you seem a bit of a rush to come in with it.
I want to see what it's about.
No. You're not coming in.
So, Julian reserves the right.
No.
Reserves the right.
You want to leave or what?
Yeah.
Leave. Leave, please.
Call the police.
Okay, call the police. Call the police. Call the police. Go ahead. Let me in. Let me in.
Just come inside the door. The police are standing right there, look.
Yeah, I know they are.
See, the police are standing right there.
Yeah.
They serve the right. They still get doors locked easy entry. And it's a private building.
This lady's gone in through the back door.
This, but he says, oh, we're going to blame a bit on National. They did this and this and this and that, you know. And it's true. National did do some things with co-governance. But you...
No one can get in now.
They opened the back door for airflow. Oh, out. Come on.
We don't have confidence of them.
Look, I'm not touching it. I'm not touching it.
It's going to get...
It's been this sort of like what a politician says to kind of fill in time and calm everybody down. Or, you know, win some political points. That's what he's doing. So
Look what you're doing. Look,
We're going to close the door. Yeah.
look what she's doing.
Shutting the church door.
Look what she's doing.
I'm not leaving. I want to hear about no governance.
no, you were asked to...
This is discrimination, and there's no reason why I should leave.
Just back off.
There's no point talking to Renee. Yeah, this is a church, and I want to hear about co-governance.
Renee.
I haven't done anything. What do you want to? You want to go me?
This is Renee Morehouse.
Yes, like you've done in front of my kids before. No, come on. No, I'm staying.
Are you here before her to
I want to
Are you
hear
here to
about
tell her she's trespassing? Can you say to her you're
Mouth off
trespassing?
about some young protester. I want to hear about what he's actually here to tell us.
Renee. Thank you, Renee. That's good.
I'd spit, but I'm actually interested.
Renee, stop. What are you going to do about that, eh? This fella's blocking me from getting one. It's going to be trouble, eh, mate? Go back.
Oh, you can take your hands off me. Excuse me.
You're getting people excited?
They're doing it themselves. Excuse me.
Well, if you
Take your hands
continued
off
on,
me.
they wouldn't be doing that.
So I'm responsible for their behaviour.
That's correct, because they're all congregating.
So them spitting in my face for walking out of a building, I'm responsible for that. Is that actually what you're saying to me? And if I walk through or video, I'm inciting violence.
It is.
Oh, there's the crazy lady still. Yeah. Hey, crazy lady. Get your hand off my phone. Get away from my face. I'm not near your face. Excuse me, you are about 5 centimetres at the most from my mouth. Get back then. Excuse me? I've come all the way over from the crowd, and now these two have chased me with this light and a mirror. Get your light out of my face. He's allowed to stand there with a light.
Freedom! 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 Freedom!
You punch me in the head. Freedom! Excuse me, I was standing there and this guy comes over and whacks me in the head with an LED light. Freedom! I'm standing way over there talking to my friend. About 3 of them come up and freedom puts it in my face, and the other guy smacks me in the head. So I either get whacked in the head and I don't have any defence from you police. And I have every right to be over there to talk to my friend without getting punched in the head.
Well, to just bring you in there, shall we say, evidence to the police station, we can deal with it.
This is shocking. I have just as much right to be here as you do. There's nowhere. No! You didn't do anything about that. You saw her just pull my hair. You do nothing. You didn't say it. Oh, how can circle of you and none of you see it. You saw her kick me and you still do nothing. Wow. Excuse me. I'm trying to get to my car. I've been kicked, punched.
Oh, you've come back 4 times.
I'm trying to get, and I can't get. I can't get there.
Car now.
Don't touch me! Don't touch me! You hit me!
The woman's mad. She's mad.
Okay, somebody should be filming there.
Sorry, couldn't I hear that?
Hey, John, you got to get the police in here. Take the whistle off the...
Do not touch me!
Yeah, take the whistle
Do
off
not
the...
touch me!
Yeah, take the whistle off. Don't worry about it.
You want to go to jail, lady?
Do not touch me!
Take the whistle off the...
Just a noisy get. Is this what pro-government will not find
Leave me alone!
Take the whistle.
Don't touch me! You're assaulting me!
You shouldn't be here, lady. You were warned.
We don't believe in free speech, and they assaulted me for expressing free speech, and all I said was free speech. Hate speech is not free speech. Here's the video. And I kept saying to them, don't touch me, and they just kept going. Even though they've assaulted me, there are at least 4 people in there that have assaulted me tonight for expressing our right to stand up against racism.
Thank you. Well done.
Go home, racist! Go
want to be clear in how I characterize this. This is mostly a protest. It is not, generally speaking, unruly.
Does he stand by the comment of the minister responsible for the GCSB, who has said that the, quote, white supremacist threat in this country began to get serious attention only since mid-2018, unquote? Supplementary. What has the government done since then, if anything, to ensure that the responding to the rising threat of white supremacy and anti-Māori hate is a priority for intelligence services and the police?
Our Secret Service is launching an initiative to help us identify people who may have been radicalised.
Know the Signs details dozens of indicators that a friend or family member could be planning a terror attack. As Adam Hollingworth reports, the move comes as our spy chiefs identify a new and worrying type of terrorism.
But now they're loudly proclaiming your country needs you to keep an eye on those you know and, if necessary, drop them in. To that end, they're publishing a guide called Know the Signs to help us all identify potential terrorists in our midst.
To pay attention if they are, and to be alert so that if they see or hear about something that seems off, that worries them and concerns them, they might have a look at this information to say, does this indicate to me that this person is on the road to actually committing an attack?
The SIS has listed around 50 signs, from obvious ones, like writing on a weapon, as happened in Christchurch, to
a person who is really developing an us versus them worldview.
Authorities say they're usually closely monitoring 40 to 50 potential terrorists. These people used to be motivated by their white identity or by their faith. But in the past 6 months, a third group has emerged, those motivated by politics.
And so it could be the COVID measures that the government took, or it could be other policies that are interpreted as infringing on rights. And it's what I sometimes describe as a kind of hot mess of ideologies and beliefs fueled by conspiracy theories.
Supplementary. What concerns does he have, if any, that the recent anti-co-governance tour is contributing to a rise in racist rhetoric and violence against tangata whenua?
Prevention Violence Minister, and I know who causes violence in the world. It is white cis men. That is white cis men.
James Cook's arrival in New Zealand. Hey James, yeah, you, in the white wig and that big Endeavour, sailing the blue, blue ocean like a big asshole. Fuck you, bitch. James, I heard someone shoved a knife right up into the gap between your white ribs at Kealakekua Bay. I'm gonna go there, make a big makahiki luau, cook a white pig, feed it to the dogs, and fuck you up, bitch. Hey James, it's us. These days we're driving around in SUVs and looking for you. All white men like you who might be thieves or rapists or kidnappers or murderers. Yeah. Or any of your descendants or any of your incarnations. 'Cause you know, hey bitch, we're gonna fuck you up.
So we're going to start live streaming. So the activists have actually pushed us into a massive success formula because we couldn't find anywhere to meet in New Plymouth. There's nowhere that we could have a public meeting. Everywhere we went, iwi closed us down through pressure, through threats, through death threats and all that sort of stuff, burn your building down threats. So we were forced to go into a private home and do a live feed with a, through Facebook, and we got a massive response from that from people all over the country. It seems like there's a lot of people who want to hear this seminar but are too afraid to come.
Now, folks, I'll leave it there today.